Remember when the Rockies were in the World Series?
And he shoots one into center field. Back at the wall, 3-run home run.
What's happening at Coors Field this weekend is way better.
We're tired of this. Enough is enough.
Douglas County parents demand recalls over the district's decision to delay in-person learning.
The board has been inconsistent. Inconsistency creates fear.
Plus, racial slurs are painted on an Aurora playground.
We don't need that, and our kids don't need that.
A Colorado man caught breaking into the U.S. Capitol is told to get comfortable in jail.
It's crazy how much he's done for people.
And a step-by-step approach to fighting cancer.
Once I started doing this, I had to keep on going.
Colorado's first major vaccine event will be held Sunday at Coors Field, and several more are already in the works.
Denver7's CB Cotton joins us live from the ballpark with what you need to know. And CB, walk-ins are not welcome on Sunday.
Ann and Shannon, that's right. So this Sunday, 1,000 people who have appointments with UC Health will be able to come here to Coors Field to get their COVID-19 vaccine shot. So here's the thing. This is going to be Denver's first look at how a large-scale vaccine clinic will operate. And UC Health tells us they're running a tight ship. So let's go over those protocols. The clinic will go from 8 to noon this Sunday with a small break from 9 to 10. Signs will be posted throughout the parking lot to direct cars through various sections. UC Health says if you pull up in a car with other people who don't have appointments, they cannot get one. UC Health says they hope this Sunday's vaccine site will help create a blueprint for other sites around the state to use going forward.
We're hoping that, come this spring and summer, there might be more of these that are popping up, whether it's provided by us or other partners throughout the state. That's certainly our hope.
Now, UC Health says if this pilot event goes well, they do plan to have 2 more mass vaccine clinics on the 30th and the 31st, with a goal of vaccinating 10,000 people that weekend. Reporting live, I'm CB Cotton for Denver7.
Thank you, CB. 1,800 cases of the virus and 1 death were confirmed in Colorado today. 770 people are in the hospital. Now, the state positivity rate is under 4%. The World Health Organization recommends staying below 5%, and for the first time in months, the 7-day rate is below that threshold.
Cherry Creek School Superintendent Scott Siegfried will resign at the end of this semester. Siegfried told the district he's always told his own children to do what they love, and when they stop loving it, to do something else. And tonight, he is taking his own advice. Siegfried has been with Cherry Creek Schools now for 25 years. Parents in Douglas County want to see 4 school board members removed from their seats.
And they're willing to spend big to make it happen. Denver7's Lance Hernandez with that story.
6 months ago, I couldn't even tell you the name of the superintendent.
Nate Ormond using $100,000 of his own money to launch a recall against 4 school board members. He says he's tired of them switching from hybrid to remote, back to hybrid, and back to remote. His goal?
Get these kids back to school as quickly as possible.
Ormond says there's enough research to show it can be done safely. Other districts have done it. He wants to replace the board so the new board hires the next superintendent.
I don't trust this board to make great decisions.
I don't agree with that. I think we should engage in conversations.
Nara Altman is also a Doug co-parent. She says board members are trying their best to balance between parents who favor the hybrid model like she does and those who want total remote and those who want full-time in-person learning.
We were one of the first districts to actually go into hybrid at the start of COVID. And I don't think the solution is let's get rid and let's start over again. I think the solution is to keep talking.
Other parents and students have weighed in during protests and school board meetings.
We're tired of this. Enough is enough.
Jamie Woolridge wants remote learning to end, but Ethan Reed says not so fast. There's a variant of the virus taking hold in Colorado.
We all have a responsibility in reducing the spread of this virus, which is why today I would like to urge you guys to keep us remote until it is safe for us to return.
Ormond hopes to collect 80,000 signatures, 20,000 for each board member, so an election can be held in April. Lance Hernandez, Denver7.
And now to the weather and the marginal snow we can expect this weekend. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson has details for us. And Stacey, we could really use a good snow.
We really could. Up in the high country is where we're going to see the most of it. And we have some chances for snow here across the Front Range, thanks to this first part of the system that'll be moving on through, a cold front, which will drop our temperatures over the weekend. At this point, we already have a few scattered snow showers developing off to our west. Winter weather advisories are now in effect for our northern, central, and southern mountains from now all the way through Saturday evening and even Sunday evening, especially into southern Colorado as more snow affects that area in through the weekend. As for northeastern Colorado, we've seen a few scattered rain and snow showers over the last hour or two, and some scattered snow showers up in the high country. Coming up, we'll talk more about how much we can expect here in the Denver area Saturday and Sunday coming up.
All right, thank you, Stacy. Racial slurs were scrawled on the playground of Coyote Hills Elementary School today.
Denver7 Sloan Dickey spoke with parents and has tonight's story from Aurora.
It's disheartening, and it's really sad.
Racist words and graphic images found here, defacing this sanctuary of education in Aurora.
It's just really sad that someone would feel the need to do that.
Early on Friday morning, Coyote Hills Elementary staff found racist messages and sexual images written on the playground. The messages were covered before students arrived, but it didn't hide the impact on staff and students.
That was the first thing that came out of their mouth when they came out of school. There were swear words all over their building, and they were upset.
Denver School Board member Tay Anderson said in a tweet that the graffiti contained the N-word and other demeaning language. The principal of the school said security cameras caught 2 teenagers defacing the property on Thursday night.
I think the school has done a great job just letting us know what's going on and taking care of it as fast as they can.
In a statement to Denver7, the Aurora City Council member representing the school, Francois Bergen, denounced the vandalism and said she is working with the school and police to find those who did it.
We don't need that, and our kids don't need that. Let them be kids.
Parents say hate like this has no place anywhere, especially at school.
I think as a parent, we all are concerned about the state of the world and what's happening right now, and I feel like this kind of stuff just adds to the negativity.
At a time when many of us are trying to find the hope ahead. Sloan Dickey, Denver7.
A man shot and killed by Greeley police this week was wanted for kidnapping and robbery. Police say 32-year-old Christopher Dockery threatened a couple with a machete and a baseball bat earlier this month. Officers were tailing him Tuesday when he crashed near a convenience store, and they say he tried to carjack someone. Well, a confrontation followed and Dockery was shot and killed, and police insist he had a gun. Thursday's explosion at a Firestone home was ruled an accident today. A man inside was injured and is currently being treated in the burn unit.
Jeffrey Sable of Jeffco is the latest Coloradan to be arrested in the Capitol riots. Prosecutors say he was part of a group that dragged an officer down a flight of stairs and that he tried to escape to Switzerland and commit suicide. So tonight he's being held without bail. A federal judge says a Woodland Park man's role in the riots amounted to a fundamental attack on our democracy and ordered him held without bond today. Prosecutors say Robert Gieswein showed up to the Capitol in full combat gear, shoved an officer, broke windows with a baseball bat, and he will be back in court again on Friday.
The second impeachment trial of Donald Trump will begin on February 8th. Senator Mitch McConnell had requested a delay to give the former president time to mount a defense. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi preferred starting on Tuesday instead, but the Senate ultimately agreed to postpone.
And Senate Republicans appear ready to stall the installation of President Biden's cabinet had the impeachment trial happened next week. National Intelligence Director Avril Haines and Defense Secretary General Lloyd Austin are the only cabinet members confirmed to date. They are respectively the first woman and first African American to hold those positions.
All the kids cheering for Justin.
Coming up, talk the talk.
I just got the idea to see if I can walk across America.
Walk the walk.
The farthest I've made it was 2,282 miles.
Another cold front headed our way. I'll let you know how much snow we expect in the Denver area.